When was the last time you encountered casual racism?
And how did you deal with it?
Is racism really casual?
Are all Australian Indigenous peoples good at sport?
Yeah. Of course we can't. No, you're looking at one who's not very good at sport.
I'm a nerd. I'm a professor. Is it okay to ask someone how Aboriginal they are?
No.
I wouldn't ask that question. No.
With the theme for Natal Week this year being for our elders.
Who is an elder who has been inspiration for you, and how have I inspired you?
I've got a number of elders that have inspired me and supported me as well.
I'd have to say my nana. All the different phases of, historical times for our people that she would have experienced, for them to hang on to as much as they did through what they did is incredible.
An elder for me.
You better say me, bruh.
The obvious is my mum, who's now passed. She was a very respected elder in her community, nationally and even internationally, and she had some terrible experiences in her life. She was never angry, she was never bitter, she was incredibly gracious and giving. I will always have the total inspiration from her.
My uncle Lewis O'Brien, my mum's brother, had lots of challenges through life, but very resilient person. I think leads by example and is a great representative and is happy to share his knowledge, and I feel really privileged to have been the benefit of some of that knowledge and some of that wisdom.
My nan, she's the one person in my whole life who has inspired me and who look up to and want to be. Very strong Aboriginal woman, and that's exactly what inspired me and what I actually wanted to be today. Definitely Aboriginal women. Go.
Michael J. Connolly has been my mentor since I've been in academia. He's the one person I can go to at any time to bounce things off, have a yarn about, and just generally help me unpack the academic world from an Indigenous perspective, because sometimes that's a really lonely road to be in as an Indigenous academic.
My grandparents having that unconditional love for me since a young age, that's my inspiration.
That's beautiful, man.
Professor Colin Burke, who set up the first Centre for Aboriginal Understudies at Monash University, who was a great advocate and who was the first Indigenous principal in Victoria. Gave me my very first job straight out of uni, and he passed away last year, and his legacy within the Indigenous higher education sector has been still felt.
Be Uncle Reg, he's our last true proper language speaker. A lot of us speak language today. We had to learn how to speak good morning. He had to learn how to speak English, bro. How that would completely change your worldview, eh? And also the fact that I was blessed to spend a lot of time with him, and he reinforced to me the beauty and the strength and what it really meant to be Aboriginal.